Hey, what's up, you guys? Coach Cody, and I'm here with my amazing friend, Coach Tanya. And here's the deal. What do you do when you're learning your toes to bar, when you're kind of stuck in that limbo of either hanging knee raises or the lying on the ground toes to bar? We know that a lot of people get stuck there, and we want to offer you just another progression and another way that you can start to progress your toes to bar, or maybe just refine them depending on where you are in your journey, okay? So a lot of things that we find that kind of go wrong with the toes to bar is, number one, not using our lats and our shoulders appropriately throughout the movement. And then most often just simply either A, not having enough tension in the core as you come up and down, or maybe not having enough strength. So this drill alone will be something that will either teach you how to keep tension in your core the whole time, or to just simply build strength here, okay? So you can do this either with a person, you can have your coach help you, however you want to go about it, but as long as these particular benchmarks are met, you should be just fine. So first things first, my friend Tanya is laying on the ground. She's going to start with a nice neutral position, quads are flexing, everything's rigid and tight, toes are pointing. And the first thing that we want to talk and just really think about is making sure that we're actually pushing against and trying to pull that bar out of the floor, right? And what that's going to do is make sure that she is recruiting her lats into this movement, okay? So that's step number one. Step number two is where we start to learn how to keep core tension as we come up and down out of this, movement similar to a lying on the ground toes to bar or a leg raise on the ground. So first things first, if you have a partner, I love to give kind of a physical contact point with this just to allow you to feel the position. So she's going to start by bringing her knees into her chest and actually trying to pinch my hand in between her knees. Lower back is still in contact with the floor. So that's step number one. Pause 1 or 2 seconds. Next one, she's going to roll her knees to her chest. Pause 1 or 2 seconds, still with the pinch, and then she's going to kick the bar. Now, as she comes back, she's going to drive her heels down, pinch, allow her lower back to touch, and then she's going to reach out. So that will be 1 rep. If you're doing it by yourself, knees in, pause, hips up, pause, holding tension in the core, packing with the lats, little toe kick, coming back down, hips down, and then reaching out. Go ahead and relax. And you can't really tell, but Tanya's working really hard as we go through this, right? But again, that movement teaches you how to use your lats on the ground and how to stay nice and tight and maintain tension through your core as you come in and out. All right, so that would be progression number one of where you can start to either work on the movement or build strength. Step number two is starting to take this to the bar. So all the same things apply to when you were on the ground, except now you're going to be hanging and working on this position. So step number one would be learning how to, what I just simply call coming into your lats or activating your lats, learning how to do that. So you'll notice she's at a nice hanging position, legs are flexed, everything's tight, and she's going to simply pull her lats down and come into a pause position and then relax. You can do this for like 6 to 8 reps. Again, come into your lats, pause, she's tight, she comes back down. Go ahead and give me 2 more. Comes into her lats, pauses, and then comes back down. Last one. Good, and relax. Now, once you've kind of taught your body or maybe just simply developed the strength in your lats, now you want to start to control the toes to bar or the hollow arch movement by using the upper body. A lot of times people think that a hollow arch position is created and made really big by swinging the legs, but I would encourage you to think of it more as an upper body swinging motion. Now, it does require a lot of mobility in your T-spine, but just simply being aware of what actually controls your hollow arch is a good start. Okay, so now we've learned to come into our lats. Now we're going to add that in with our hollow arch position. So she's going to come up. So she's going to do 4 or 5 swings here, but again, controlling it by the upper body. Legs are actually straight. She pulls her head back. She sticks her head through. Everything is controlled here. Notice that lat position in the back there every time. Go ahead and go 1 more.
Oh, sorry.
Well, that's good enough too. So again, she came into her lats. She worked on that hollow arch position. Now here's where, rubber meets the road. A lot of times people will work on this stuff and then they'll just simply do like a hanging knee raise or they'll go on the ground and they'll just kind of knock out the reps. Now, there is some value to doing it and just staying on the floor forever. Sure, you can develop core strength there. But there's also this component of upper body strength and just simply being able to hold onto the bar. So I would encourage you to go to the bar. And now Tanya's going to do a few reps. And if you don't have the ability to kick the bar yet, you can start to work on your hollow arch and just simply bring your feet up as high as you can, right? So she'll do a few reps with her feet low, start her hollow arch, and then just trying to kick her feet up as high as she can, right? And then as you get more and more advanced, you can get higher and higher to where you're actually kicking the bar, right? Go ahead and relax. So again, if you're kind of stuck in that limbo between developing core strength and maintaining tension, learning how to use your shoulders and your lats throughout your kipping motion, then I would just simply say try to kick your feet up as high as you can. And then over time, you're gonna find that you're gonna develop much more stability in your upper body to push that bar to your feet and for your feet to be able to come up to the bar. So this is a different progression for your toes to bar. Hope you guys enjoy it. As always, if you have questions or comments, drop it in the box below.